Hi guys, welcome back to Books and Diamonds. This is Sonia, and today I'm just gonna chat with you guys a little bit, kind of tell you kind of what my next steps are going to be for this channel. So I've just noticed that my whip and chats do not get a lot of views, if they ever get views at all. Um, if I can figure out something to make them more fun, where people will want to watch them, I will. Um, and I don't want to stop completely doing them, but I think what I'm thinking about doing is making this more of a short channel where I just put up a lot of shorts about my progress. Do it more of like a whip parade style, but shorts instead of long form content. Um, I don't want to go anywhere necessarily either. I still do want to keep this channel active, but it might be more of just like random shorts here and here, weekly shorts instead of weekly whipping chats. And then every so often I come on here and be like, okay, let's do a whipping chat. Um, because I don't finish things quickly. So doing it as like a month in review style channel would not work either. Like it would just be a whip parade anyway. Um so it's kind of where I'm at right now. Now, if I get into a situation where I am finishing stuff quicker and stuff like that, then I might go to another style. But for right now, I'm just like, I think I might just focus on shorts for right now. Um, Maybe try to grow the channel that way. Um, because what I noticed about doing my other channel is that shorts really do help. Um, and sometimes, like, I could grow my channel in that direction. And then if you guys want to know more about me, then guys can watch my whip and chats. But I think maybe having just like a monthly whip and chat and then shorts, I think would help me balance a lot better. Like sometimes I feel like I do a lot of whip and chats and then like my other content doesn't get filmed. Like I haven't run into any major issues with that. Um if you did not know, yeah, I do run a book channel that I've had way longer than this channel. This channel is new, it's fresh. I haven't really like had time to really play with this channel yet enough. And I also don't want to do a vlog form. Like if I was gonna do vlogs, I would do it on my main channel. Like I wouldn't do vlogs here because a lot of where I would be is like talking about the video games I'm playing. Well, I usually review a lot of story games on my main channel. If I was reading a book, like I would be eventually reviewing it on my main channel. So I don't want to do anything like that. And really what the whip and chats are for me personally is just being able to vent about anything. But I also know like my job is not great. Um so it's not necessarily fun for anybody to really hear or have to experience, my story when it comes to a lot of that stuff. Even though I think like a lot of people are going through the same thing, but sometimes you don't want to hear it, and I understand that. I don't take offense, but that's more of what the whip and chats are for. Is just me to talk about my day to day, and it's not always like paradise pier here, I work a full-time call center, um and I use diamond painting like a lot of people do, which is as a stress relief, um through things that we're struggling through. And you know that's kind of where I'm at. But I don't know, just if you see this video and you have opinions, or you're one of the two people that subscribe, so thank you so much. That maybe do come for the whipping chats. Like, I've gotten views on my whipping chats. It's just, it's not as big as, like, when I look at my shorts, it's like over 100 views. So that tells me mathematically, like, okay, if I'm going to build this channel, maybe just building a shorts channel for a while and then maybe going to long form content. Again. Now, does that mean like at the end of the year I'm not going to do my end of the year stuff? No. Like, I would love to have more finishes. And I would love, maybe I don't do whipping chats, but maybe I do like update videos like this. And that could be an idea too. Like, yeah, this is a diamond art channel. I brain diamond art, like, but maybe this is just kind of how, this is a channel about discussing how I balance my life, more than anything else. Because, like, and I had like a DNF video on my other channel, but there's times where I look at Lean On Me and Sisters, and I'm like, I kind of want to kit something else up. I don't have the storage units. I only have 2, and I'm not planning on buying anymore. I think if I had the storage, I would just kit up everything under the sun, and then it would become extremely big problem. I don't think that's where I can be or I should be, because my goal is to get my stash down. Which, I mean, if you have everything kitted up, everything has a diamond on it, I'm not counting that as my stash. I have a 0 stash. But that's not where I really want to be. I really would like to be a 1 whip girl, to be honest. Having 2 whips right now, I feel like I'm not making enough progress on either one. And I know, like, so I kind of want to talk about this a little bit. So basically how it started was I had this monster behind me, which is Dakaris. This is my biggest painting I even own. I don't own anything bigger than this. I have 1 landscape, but it's not even bigger than this. It's going to be a big task because of the confetti, but it's not bigger than this. So I was doing this. I was getting very burnt out. And I was like, I'm going to kit up a round. Because this was a whole thing. So I'm going to kit up a round. I was getting through my round really fast. I think I was working on Starry Night. Alice in Starry Night. And then I finished that, went back to this. I did like probably a line or 2. And I was like, I need another project. So then I kitted up Something in the Air, I think is what the name of the painting, but it's my Nightmare Before Christmas. I did that. It had a lot of line blocking. It was a really good time. And then I was like, I need to finish this. And let me tell you, trying to push through only doing this was really, really hard on me. And the middle part was something else. Like, I don't know what happened. I had glue problems because it got exposed, and I don't know what happened to the middle of this, but I was like in the middle, I was almost done, and then I finally finished this kit, and I was like, okay. And then I think towards the end of this, I was kitting up Lean on Me. So to finish off, no, 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 no. No, I was Lean on Me. So I finished Multimore right here that you can barely see was my last kit of 2025. Um, so I don't know where Lean on Me came in. I think maybe Lean on Me was another round while I was doing this. I think I was kitting that up just in case, and then I finished this. And then, so Lean on Me ended up just being a kit that was just lingering. Because then I started this, finished this, and I just still had Lean on Me. And then I came up with a fantastic idea to do a diamond painting for my friend. So I had to finish that up. Didn't rush through it. But like the last part, I definitely was like, I was diamond painting like for hours to really get that one done. And then when I got that done, I was like, Diamonds and Washi was doing their folklore event. I had to participate in that. So I got Sisters of Fate was the one that was picked through the spinning wheel, and I got Still Lean on Me, and I'm just like, I haven't decided what I want to do for either kit yet. I would like to finish. Lean on Me needs to be finished by this year. So does Sisters of Fate. They need to be finished before I kit up anything else. Like, whichever finishes first, the second one needs to be finished after that, and then I just need to start my cycle of just doing one kit at a time. The only thing that I might break that rule for is when I get to my landscape. And that I have not figured out what I'm going to do about that yet. I really did want to start it this year, but I'm thinking it's probably going to feel like the same thing like I was going through with this. Like, I might want to do like a row. Like, maybe I do it so I would do it this landscape direction, not columns, rows. So I would probably do a row, want to put it away, work on something else, maybe do a row, put it, and that might be something I want to do this year. I don't know. Or maybe like this year is maybe the year of just trying to finish as much as I can. And just having one kid at a time. Um, That's actually sounds like a nicer idea. Um, because I want to finish. My ideal would be to finish these two, so I'd have 3 finishes. That would give me 3. I only had 4 finishes. I'd like 5 finishes this year. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but for me, like, with how slow I'm going at it, 5 would be. And I only have like a stash of 8 right now. So that would take it down to like 6. So that would be a good enough to be able to take it back up to 10. Because that's as much of a stash as I want. Um, I don't want any more because I want to know. I'm like a small stash. Like I don't mind having a very little diamond art stash. Um, because I'm always like afraid. I think with diamond art, I'm always afraid like maybe one day I won't want to do it as much. It's like one of those hobbies that I could eventually like be like I don't want to do it anymore. I hardly doubt it. Um, but it does, it's like one of my only hobbies that I get to the point where like I want to diamond paint so much and then I get burnt out. And then I want to diamond paint so much and then I get burnt out. Um where if I'm playing like a good video game or if I'm reading a good book, like I don't feel that cycle as much as what I feel like with diamond painting. Um and that's like the thing. Like and that's why I don't want to focus like have it to where like all my videos are me diamond painting. Maybe like it's just gonna be like this. It's just gonna be very casual, like chit chatty videos about just kind of where I'm at. I'm almost done with the first row of Sisters of Fate. It is very weird color blocking. And I don't know, I haven't ever worked on a Chrysabug. Um, if all of her are like this weird like black really dark blue black backgrounds, if it's like this really weird color blocking, because I feel like in a lot of ways I feel like the background could have been just all black. I know she doesn't do it that way, but I feel like you could have done it that way and maybe done it as a partial. That's my thing too. Can we have partials? Diamond Art Club, like can we figure that out? Cause like I would love more partials. I would probably get more of the women that are just, I think they call them like bust or some um like face shot things. I don't know what they call those paintings. But I would probably do more of those if they were partials. Cuz a lot of them are like it would be really fun just to do that part, but you have to do the background. I love color blocking, but I love confetti too. I think I like a mix of both, but when you have one or the other, it's just you feel it. You feel the color blocking or you feel the confetti, and it's just it gets too much either way. And I think that's what I really liked about Autumn Fairy is like when I got to like really heavy confetti parts, I just flipped that over and I just did the top part. And I got done with that like in like a couple of hours, and then I went back to the heavy confetti part. Um so I want to find more paintings like that where there's a good balance of both, and I felt like Autumn Fairy was a really good one for that. Um Lean on Me has been really heavy confetti, but it has some line blocking. Um so the line blocking parts are like my favorite parts of that one. And then Sisters of Fate has just been this really dark color blocking. I haven't decided if I'm just gonna do my typical like row to row or if I'm gonna jump around. I find that because I use release paper, I can jump around a little bit easier. I am always gonna probably use release paper. Lizette Crafts and Tells used that in a video, and I was like, that's a lot nicer than having to deal with the plastic. So I just do release paper. Um, and that's been so much nicer than dealing with plastic. I like being able to bounce around a little bit. I don't think I could ever do a mystery kit. I just I think I gave my only mystery kit to my friend. I was like, here, have this mystery kit. Um, if she ever does it, I don't know. I'm like, just don't give it back to me. Was like my thing. But I've decided I want to participate in mini DP Madness next year. Um, because it's something like I know if I get minis, like I'll finish them in that month. So it's nothing like that will add to my stash too much. And I'm only gonna get like a box of six. I think that's all you need to participate. Um, because there's 4 weeks in March, and then you would only have 2 weeks that you would have to do two, to finish the whole set. That doesn't sound too bad. I do want to events like I'm going that are on my schedule. I am going to participate in some way in Drills and Chills. That's in September, October. Did they do it in those 2 months? I know it ends in October, so I think it might start in September. So, that because I have kits already for it. Um, I have another Chrysabug. There is a Chrysabug event. I'm also working on a Chrysabug right now. I could lightly participate in that event. Um, yeah, and then it's just like we go to the next year, and then if they do Fairy Tales and Folklore again, I'll probably participate in that. I have kits for it, and then DP, and then I would only have to get minis for that. And that's like the only two that I would. I don't. I would love to participate in more events, but a lot of them, like people that host events, I hate to say this, but don't require a start and a finish. Like I love the ones that do weekly prizes where it's like, okay, just show that you're participating, like you're working on a kit that qualifies. And for Fairy Tales and Folklore, they didn't even require that. That was a very chill event. I really hope they do it again next year. Um, there's one that you just have to do stuff that makes you happy. It's the B event, and I don't know when that is. But that I could participate in, like, no problem. Um, I wouldn't have a B kit, but I can find something I like. Just supposed to make you happy, guys. Nothing too extreme here. Like my other, and then they have a Yume art event, for the whole year. And I'm kind of tempted there. So I have two Yume art that I could do for that. I could do Under the Stairs, and I could do Space Jam. Um, there are two kits that really mean a lot to me. Um, I got Space Jam because it reminds me of the fruit from Kingdom Hearts. And then Under the Stairs is Kiki's delivery, like it's Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. Um and it's just her reading a book. She's surrounded by books. Like, it means a lot to me. Um, and it has a lot of Studio Ghibli like things around and everything. A lot of Yume art does. Um, so that could be something I lightly participate. Like, everything's lightly participated in. Because I know whatever kid I do for Drills and Chills, I probably won't be able to finish. I don't have small kids for that event. I'm thinking I might work on my ballerina one. I can't remember what that's called. Um, I definitely, not to think too ahead of next year, but I might do the Diamond Dragon and Artist for the Fairy Tale and Folklore event. So I have enough kits to do the events I want for a couple years. Um, I'm running out of like my Drills and Chills. That's actually what this was for, was Drills and Chills. So I started this because of Drills and Chills. This was after this, and like, it was in the middle, and I was like, I'm gonna try to finish it, and then I finished it, I think, in December. Um, yeah, but this is what I think this channel is gonna be. Is just kind of me coming on, updating, maybe doing a monthly whip and chat, and then doing shorts. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about that, update, um, show that I'm still here. But the channel is going to look a little different. But anyways, you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you in a short or another video coming real soon. Bye.